Tonight, a San Antonio hospital tells us they are prepared to deal with the coronavirus if they need to. An update tonight into the state's investigation of Harlandale Independent School District. Plus, we're taking a look back at the biggest local news stories of the past several days in the week in 210. Thanks for joining us for KSAT News at 9. I'm Steve Spriester filling in for Myra Arthur. We are still in the heart of the KSAT 12 newsroom, but the usual News at 9 set is being revamped. It's kind of half-baked right now, like a souffle that hasn't fully risen, but we trust it will. So we're going to be hopscotching around tonight, but we're going to begin with concerns growing over the safety of a busy street after a 6th grade student was hit by a car this week. The student was crossing Hackberry near Commerce just down the street from the Idea Carver Academy. She wasn't seriously hurt, but this situation has school staff and parents worried.
The cars that are dropping off and picking up suck up one of the 2 lanes. There's a lot of blind sides.
The principal of Idea Carver Academy has asked parents to pick up and drop off their students in front of the school at Robinson Place. School officials say they plan to meet with the city of San Antonio to discuss possible changes along Hackberry. Police officers also plan to monitor the area to ensure safety practices are followed. China reported a drop in the number of new coronavirus cases reported today. There were a little more than 2,600 new cases, a major drop from the higher numbers reported in recent days. This brings the total number of cases in the country to nearly 66,500. Meanwhile, the death toll rose to more than 1,500 in mainland China. Here in San Antonio, people are concerned about the spread of the virus after a case was confirmed here. But health officials say the Alamo City has nothing to worry about. The city says it's prepared to handle an infectious disease. Specific protocols are in place at local hospitals. The confirmed case was not a San Antonio resident. It was instead an evacuee from China who was under quarantine at Joint Base San Antonio Lackland. And while that patient is being treated at Methodist Texan Hospital, another hospital is showing us how it's prepared to handle a similar situation. Tiffany Huertas has that story.
Our first question is, have you traveled outside the country? Have you traveled specifically to that city in China?
ER Dr. Adnan Khan says this is protocol at Mission Trail Baptist Hospital.
As soon as someone comes in and they kind of explain what they're going through, whether it's those non-specific symptoms that we talked about earlier, fever, cough, shortness of breath.
These signs are also placed around the hospital. It tells patients to let staff know if they have traveled or had close contact with someone who has visited Wuhan, China, where the coronavirus originated. If patients have symptoms related to the coronavirus, they are given face masks and are placed in a separate room.
They will be gently, carefully cared for in a negative pressure room where it's a room that sort of like prevents disease spread through the airborne means.
Khan reassures patients that the hospital is safe. He says the coronavirus can cause pneumonia, so if you're not having those types of symptoms, you don't have to worry.
We tell them, like, your x-ray is not demonstrating anything that resembles the pneumonia that these people are suffering. Your blood work is fine. We're offering a lot of reassurance, and that actually brings a lot of peace of mind to the patients that are fearful of having this.
Khan says they haven't quarantined anybody yet, but are ready for anything that comes their way.
We're getting the best information that's available all the time. And we're getting the training that we kind of need, and we're getting sort of the red flag warnings that we need to look out for all the time.
Hospital officials say all 5 Baptist Health System hospitals in San Antonio and the one in New Braunfels have the posters up about the coronavirus. Baptist Health System says it's working closely with Metropolitan Health and the CDC to respond to any potential coronavirus cases in the area. Steve?
Thank you, Tiffany. It is the 2nd anniversary of the mass shooting at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School. The school's district superintendent says security has been upgraded since that attack. A 15-year-old had been arrested in connection with a local murder, and the violent murder of a Mexican woman has set off protests in that country. Here's tonight's 9 at 9. A somber anniversary in Florida. Today marks 2 years since the shooting at a Parkland high school that left 17 people dead. Schools across the state honored the victims with a moment of silence at 10:17 a.m.
At this time, we will stop what we're doing and take a moment of silence in remembrance of the lives lost at Stoneman Douglas.
Florida's governor ordered all flags to be flown at half-staff today. Broward school superintendent says the district has invested more than $100 million in safety measures since the shooting. No trial date has been set for the man accused of carrying out the attack. A 15-year-old has been arrested for murder in connection with the body found near Harlandale High School this week. The 25-year-old was found on Rosebud Lane Tuesday afternoon. The Bexar County Medical Examiner's Office has not released a cause of death. Kobe Bryant and his daughter Gianna will be honored at the Staples Center in Los Angeles on February 24th. The Lakers released ticket information today saying proceeds will benefit Bryant Sports Foundation. Tickets range in price from $224, two for $224, or $24.02 each. Kobe wore number 24 as an LA Laker. His daughter, Gigi, her jersey number was 2. The brutal murder of a 25-year-old woman in Mexico has sparked protests. Feminist groups mobilized to denounce the violence against women in the country and how the media covers these stories. Several media outlets published a leaked photograph of the victim's disfigured body on their front pages. Here at home, a man accused of killing his lover's husband back in 2017. A forensic trial expert testified in William Perkins' trial today. He testified that gunshot residue tests on Perkins' hands supported claims that he fired a weapon that night.
Perkins may have discharged a firearm, handled a discharged firearm, or was in close proximity to a discharged firearm.
We expect prosecutors to rest their case early next week. Then it'll be up to the defense to call witnesses to support their self-defense claim.
If found guilty, Perkins faces up to life in prison. Incredible video captured in Southern California shows a car going airborne after crashing through a residential roundabout. The car appears to launch off a giant rock. The boulder was sent flying along with the car and slams into another car parked on the street. No one was seriously hurt, but the woman was booked for misdemeanor DUI. NASA has picked 4 new mission proposals to study our solar system. One of the targets is Venus. Final selections will be made next year, with up to 2 mission concepts continuing in development towards flight. The Greeting Card Association and Hallmark estimate about 145 million Valentine's Day cards are exchanged every year. According to the History Channel, the tradition of exchanging tokens of affection on Valentine's Day goes back centuries. People in the United States likely started giving handmade Valentines in the early 1700s, and America's first mass-produced Valentine showed up in the 1840s. More than 100 couples got married just after midnight on the steps of the Bexar County Courthouse. The mass wedding offered each year by the Bexar County Clerk. To read more about these stories, head to KSAT.com.
And you had to cozy up a bit on this Valentine's Day to actually get warm. We started out at 34 degrees, that's 10 degrees below average. Then this afternoon, we only made it to 59, so we didn't even hit 60 degrees. You look across the state, and look how below average we were up in the Panhandle. Lubbock, 23 degrees below average. Amarillo, 18 degrees below average. That's because they only made it into the mid and upper 30s in parts of the Panhandle. Well, that's because they had low clouds socking them in all day today. Looking at the readings right now, you go from 60 in Brownsville to 59 El Paso to freezing in Lubbock and even 34 in Amarillo. Locally around South Texas, already in the hill country, we have some readings in the low to mid 40s and 49 in San Antonio. Tomorrow morning when you wake up, right near 40 degrees. Some upper 30s out there, but for the most part we'll be near 40. And then we'll see our temperatures rebound a little bit better tomorrow afternoon than what we had today. I'm thinking mid 60s by the afternoon. Sunday, even warmer. 70s. Monday, near 80 degrees with some humidity in the air. So spring-like, and then our next cold front hits. That's going to smack us on Tuesday. It's going to really have an impact on our temperatures for a good portion of next week. So enjoy this weekend. Take advantage of the warmth, because next week, back to work and back to school, temperatures take a dive. I mean, look at Wednesday and Thursday. Highs in the mid to upper 40s. Not only that, as I mentioned, it'll feel a little spring-like because you'll notice humidity Sunday, but especially on into Monday. All right, so here's a look at the satellite and even radar. Notice this little gray area here. That's the area of fog that stretched from basically El Paso northward, and it eroded slowly but didn't quite dissipate during the daylight hours over Lubbock. In turn, their high was only 36 degrees today. Upper level flow coming from the southwest, but we're not tapping into any moisture or energy to really give us rainfall. Clearly, we could use the rain. Here's the latest drought monitor. Areas of red here west of town indicating the extreme drought, but notice this little hole right here, a little kind of a donut hole right there in eastern Bandera County, where we've actually had a nice sweet spot over the past few rain events, so considered drought-free. All right, going through time. Monday, or the weekend dry. Monday, some fog in the morning. Otherwise dry. Tuesday, the cold front hits, and that's going to give us some chance of rain. Then as we get into Wednesday and Thursday behind the cold front, even better odds of rainfall. But just because we have high chances of rain doesn't mean we're expecting to see a whole lot of it and a lot of accumulation. So we're thinking, yeah, fairly scattered activity next week behind the cold front, but it doesn't mean it's going to amount to a lot. So 40 in the morning on your Saturday, mid-60s in the afternoon. By Sunday, we'll start the day at 50 and make it to 75. And looking ahead, there's that warm up on Monday, but that comes to a screeching halt on Tuesday, and you're really feeling the low clouds, the dampness, and even dreariness Wednesday and Thursday, along with a gusty north wind with highs only in the mid to upper 40s.
Thank you, Adam. Good news for frequent flyers. The San Antonio International Airport introducing its new Flyaway Valet service. The new service is 24 hours. It includes easy access to terminals, luggage assistance, a complimentary newspaper, window cleaning, and interior vacuuming. Here's how it works. An online portal checks the customer's car in. The customer then receives a text message with instructions on how to request their car and complete payment. The cost varies depending on length of stay, with a maximum daily fee of $33. We'll be right back in 1 minute. Welcome back. We've got a KSAT News at 9 update tonight, the latest in the state's investigation into the Harlandale Independent School District. The Texas Education Agency, or the TEA, has appointed a new conservator and lowered the district's accreditation status to accredited warned. For now, the TEA will not be removing the school board. Harlandale has been under investigation since 2017 over allegations that the district mishandled contracts, engaged in nepotism, and violated the Open Meetings Act. School Board President Ricardo Moreno told KSAT 12 News the issue will be discussed further at the next meeting, which is scheduled for Tuesday. In case you missed it, we sat down with Harlandale ISD's new superintendent, Gerard Soto, to discuss how he plans to move the district forward. You can watch that story right now on ksat.com/news at 9. Turning to some of tonight's top stories, the CDC says 92 children have died from the flu this flu season. Flu virus activity widespread in nearly every U.S. region, with high levels of activity in 48 states, including Texas. Puerto Rico also seeing widespread flu activity. Overall, the agency estimates there have been at least 26 million cases of the flu, 250,000 hospitalizations, and 14,000 deaths in the U.S. since the season began. A new University of Texas Tribune poll is giving us a look at how voters in the state may vote in the primary, the Democratic primary. 24% of self-identified Democratic primary voters said they support Bernie Sanders for the Democratic presidential nomination. The poll shows Joe Biden a close second with 22% of support, then Elizabeth Warren with 15%. When asked if they would vote to re-elect President Donald Trump, 40% of all respondents said definitely. 47% of all respondents said definitely not. Here at home, if you didn't get a chance to reserve your spot for the White Castle pop-up restaurant this Valentine's Day, you still have a chance to get some sliders. White Castle's food truck will be open to the public this Monday from 11 in the morning until 4 in the afternoon at the San Antonio Food Bank parking lot on Enrique M. Barrera Parkway. The Crave mobile food truck will give customers a stack of 4 sliders in exchange for a $5 donation to the food bank. A reminder, early voting in the March primary election begins on Tuesday. It's a big election. There's going to be a lot of things on the ballot, from the presidential primary all the way down to the local level. Early voting ends on February 28th, and then Election Day is March 3rd. If you need help keeping up with all things related to any of the 2020 elections, KSAT News at 9 has you covered. Our Vote 2020 newsletter goes out every Tuesday. You can sign up today at ksat.com/newsletters. Just because you see something trending online doesn't mean it's accurate. At the end of every week, the Associated Press puts together a roundup of some of the most popular but completely untrue stories and images of the past several days. Here's our first claim of the night. Colloidal silver products can help prevent or protect against the new coronavirus from China. Colloidal silver is made up of silver particles suspended in liquid. Here are the facts. The silver solution has no known benefit in the body when ingested, according to the National Center for Complementary and Integrative Health. But it has often been falsely described as a miracle solution. Here's another claim tonight. A newspaper report shows Democratic presidential candidate Pete Buttigieg was arrested as a teenager in 1998 for killing dogs. That newspaper article is not real. It was fabricated. The Associated Press reports that the fake article was created using an online newspaper clipping generator where users can create fake stories. And finally, this is something you probably came across online this week. Some are claiming that NASA said February 10th is the only day of the year that a broom can stand on its own. Social media users posted this claim along with photos showing brooms being balanced all over the place, even the KSAT 12 studio. Some posts tied the balancing brooms to gravitational pull. Others said it was the tilt of the Earth. NASA debunked the science behind the so-called broomstick challenge on Twitter. They tweeted that basic physics work every day of the year. We've come to the end of another long week full of big local headlines, from a man arrested for 2 murders in South Bexar County to news that the coronavirus is here in San Antonio. Here's a look back at the week in 210. 2 people killed within hours of each other on Tuesday in South Bexar County. Bexar County Sheriff's investigators say Michael Morales killed Felix Pacheco Garcia by stabbing him with a screwdriver. The deadly fight allegedly over money Garcia owed Morales for marijuana. Sheriff Javier Salazar says Morales then went back to his house. That's where he's accused of shooting and killing his common-law wife, Mary Sanchez, after she became upset about Garcia's killing.
The night before, we did hear them arguing, screams and stuff like that.
Morales faces 2 capital murder charges. The first case of the novel coronavirus in Texas has been confirmed right here in San Antonio. The patient being treated in isolation at the Methodist Hospital Texan in Balcones Heights. The person among the evacuees from China in quarantine at Joint Base San Antonio Lackland.
Of the 91 passengers at Lackland, this is the only patient with symptoms at this time.
There may be additional cases that we identify. I do want to prepare you for that.
Metro Health emphasizes the flu remains a far greater threat than the coronavirus. The results of a first-of-its-kind poll released this week, the Fairfax KSAT Rivard Report poll, shows that Bexar County voters have a generally positive view of the city, local governments, and its leaders.
Talking to just a few people, if they're carefully selected, can give you a pretty good read on what the overall population thinks.
More than 651 likely voters were interviewed for this poll last week. San Antonians will have a chance to vote on whether to continue providing sales tax dollars to Pre-K for SA. The City Council voted to place the issue on the May 2nd ballot. Pre-K for SA runs 4 centers around the city that offer free and reduced-price kindergarten education. Back in 2012, voters approved the 1/8 cent sales tax for Pre-K for SA, but the current tax expires in 2021. An anonymous donor gives $5,000 to Northeast Independent School District to cover the debt of nearly 1,000 students. The district says this is not the first donation of its kind. The Week in 210, just one of the series we feature here on the News at 9. Here's a look at some of the others. Be sure to tune in on Monday for a brand new adulting hack. All right, it's the time when we check out everything that's happening, trending online, especially on KSAT.com. And it's always fun to kind of follow my friend Ferris down this path he takes us as we track what's trending.
Well, Steve, it's good because we don't team up enough. I mean, that's what I've been saying. So it's a nice it's nice to have you here. Of course, we miss Myra, but it'll be good to go through down the path of weird together.
Exactly, the path of weird. I like it.
So first story of the day on KSAT.com. A lot of people have been talking about this now. Fiesta de la Flor canceled in Corpus Christi.
Yes.
A lot of big news. I'm actually from Corpus. It was big for us back home.
It's huge.
It's big news. With that being canceled, though, there's hints of a celebration possibly coming to San Antonio pretty soon.
That would be exciting.
Yeah, it's going to be great. So the Quintanilla family is planning an announcement Tuesday at the Alamo Dome. We don't know much. They haven't released too many details, but what we do know is they're preparing some sort of celebration for 25 years since Selena's death.
Now, can you tell me how big Fiesta de la Flor was in Corpus?
Now, in Corpus, it was a big, I mean, Corpus did not have very many annual festivals.
Right.
And so for that city, it was the lifeblood. I mean, for local businesses, they loved it. And it was just a big deal because there were a lot of people that came from around the world, not even just around the country.
If you love Selena, and a lot of people do, that was the place to be. Hopefully, maybe now it moves to San Antonio.
Yeah, it could move to San Antonio. Now, Selena, of course, has had some iconic shows here in San Antonio, and San Antonio has adopted her as one of, their own in many ways. So it's exciting to see what could come of this, and, hopefully it'll be something that the whole city can enjoy.
Yeah, I'm with you.
All right, the next story of the day, Steve, this is where it gets a little bit weird. Now, this first grader in San Antonio is getting some credit for some of her drawings that are a little bit different than the school drawings you kind of expect from your school art
This is a first grader.
Yeah.
And she has a specialty.
Oh, she does. She does. She actually really likes drawing kind of these weird sort of crafts, like either pooping or like farting photos. So this was a hilarious school art project here. It was the dog pooping on the bed. Now, first of all, look at just how great. Now, I mean, this is technical art right here.
Yeah.
This is beautiful.
Yes.
But something else that was really funny about this first grader, her name's Oriana. She had actually drawn a self-portrait before this of her getting ready for school with, in her mom's words, a green fart bubble coming out of her in the self-portrait. I know. And the teacher made her erase it because they were going to hang it up in the school. So he told her she had to do something different, and I think that's where the dog comes in. So
okay.
You can't get your first thing. You know what? I'm sure other crowds will appreciate that.
So if you say this photo is crappy,
it works here.
You would be right on.
In this case, it's a compliment.
Yeah. Let's all lift our leg to this first grader. All right, so that is we're definitely on the road to weird.
There you go.
Okay.
And our last story of the day, Steve, as you know, it's Valentine's Day.
Yes.
Love is in the air, and sometimes you celebrate love by going to Whataburger.
Okay.
Now, this is a really cool thing, actually down in Corpus Christi at the Whataburger by the bay. Now, that's a scenic one right there on the bay, on the water. A couple went ahead and celebrated Valentine's Day by getting married.
What a wedding.
What a wedding.
Yeah.
Yeah, now, and
you need to say more?
With this onion ring, we thee wed, of course, and we do know that their vows, instead of saying I do, they said what I do instead.
So, with the wedding vows, all that stuff, would you like fries with that?
Yeah, I would like to supersize this love, Steve. That's what I'm going for.
What a size.
There you go.
Come on, what a size. You got to know the lingo. You're from Corpus Ferris. I cannot believe you said supersize.
This won't get out there, right?
No, it's going. I'm telling you, we're not cutting that part.
Oh, okay.
I'm not saving you. Your friends in Corpus will probably, scoff and laugh at you.
Well,
I'll
just have to take it, I guess.
This is your Grace and Frankie, just like RJ, this is yours. Supersizing instead of
I feel terrible.
All right, so now you know all the weird news to go into the weekend.
Always on KSAT.com. Check it out. Some good stuff.
Friday. Happy Valentine's Day, you guys. Yeah, I'm not done with this yet. This was a big deal this week, the broom challenge. No, it's not sorcery. Yes, you can do it any day of the year because the Earth's tilt does not change. Ha-ha! But don't put the brooms away. You're gonna need them this Valentine's Day because you're gonna, you know, sweep up the trash, clean the house, get ready for dinner, and just get all the trash together. Hey, tonight if you've got dinner reservations, going out with your friends, it's going to be pretty chilly, especially after sunset, so have a jacket or sweater with you. As we get into the weekend, each day, humidity and cloud cover will be kind of steadily increasing. We'll see afternoon temperatures in the 60s on Saturday, warming into the 70s by Sunday afternoon. Lovelock Bridge, parkour, happy Valentine's Day. Have a great weekend.
That does it for the news at 9. Thank you, Myra, for letting me fill in for you. Have a great weekend. We will see you on the night beat at 10. And if we take this nice wide shot, you get a sense of what's happening. Look, pock marks, but we have bricks, progress, and he sees it. Look, he sees.